I want to talk about judgment beginning at the house of God. There's a lot of people don't believe that. Most people that's still going to churches, still going to these churches, they don't believe that. But judgment beginning at the house of God. This is what the Bible says. Turn to 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 17. It says this: "For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first begin at us, what shall be the end? What shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God?" See that? Judgment begin at the house of God. That's why, like in New Zealand, you see how that church was blowing up, the people in the church. And like in Sri Lanka, the same thing happened at the churches. Hit more than one church over there, I think. And like in even in Louisiana, see how they burned the churches over there? Like it was 3 of them. See, judgment begin at the house of God. That's why the Bible tells you, come out of her, my people, because the churches are teaching false doctrine. We have fornication, homosexuality in the church, same-sex marriage, they even do it in the churches now. See, adultery, fornication, all that in the churches. The preachers be doing it. A lot of preachers are homosexuals. The churches are teaching false doctrine. See, they got women preachers in the church. The Bible said, let your women keep silent in the church. See, but they don't want to hear that. The church done left God. That's why God tell his people, come out of her, my people. See, you won't be partaker of her sin. But the people still don't want to listen, especially the women. They got mostly all women go to churches now. Women taking over. These men can't see it. But a lot of men know better. That's why they don't go to these churches. But the women that don't know better, a lot of them, they are deceived. But the Bible said, come out of her, my people. All right, turn to Revelation. I think it's in Revelation chapter 18, and verse 4, but I'm going to start in verse 1. 18:1 says, "And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory." That's Jesus Christ. This was after the Great Tribulation. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, "Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird." That's after Babylon is fallen. It become the habitation of devil. See, the whole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. That's after, it's not before. There's a lot of preachers claiming that it's happening now, like in the U.S. and other places. It's not so. And verse 3 says, "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through her abundance of her delicacy." See, it's like right now, start now. All right, in verse 4, And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partaker of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. You see? So you won't receive, if you come out, you won't receive her plagues. Because Babylon will be punished, will be destroyed. You read about all in Revelation 18. It tell you how Babylon will be destroyed. You know, the Babylonian system in 18 is the whore system, the whore church. The head of it is from the Vatican. You know, there's a lot of people can't see that. You know, a lot of them think it's in the United States, but the United States don't going to be broken before that. Babylon is the last system that can be destroyed. See, there's 4 kings. See, the false prophet is the last one with them 10 horns. See, you got the first beast, the second beast, the third beast, and the fourth beast. This is the fourth beast. It's the last beast. You read all that Revelation chapter 18 and verse 19. It tells you that whore was the last one to be destroyed. And 19 and verse 2, it says, for true and righteous are his judgment, for he had judged the great whore which did corrupt the earth with her fornication. See, Babylon caused, you know, all those nations to be corrupted with her fornication, and had avenged the blood of his servant at her hand. See, the whore church. They tell you all those churches have become whores now. Not only the Vatican, all of them. But it's just the head of these churches from the Vatican. But there's a lot of people don't understand that. You know, they don't read. The Bible tells you that. You know, but they don't want to hear that anyway. You know. But I'm just trying to show y'all. The Bible said, come out of her. That's why a lot of these churches are getting destroyed now. But that's what I wanted to bring to y'all today. So take heed. You know, read everything for yourself, because everything is right in the Bible. You know, God let His word with us, you know, to read. You know, everything what God says all coming to pass right now. Starting to live in the last days. We're in the first and the second beast. We're not in the third beast yet. We're not in the fourth beast. Don't listen to these false prophets. You know, talking about it's the end. Now, it's not the end yet. We gotta go through the first and the second beast. We just in the first and the second beast. We gotta go through the third beast. We gotta go through the fourth beast. Then it's the end. It's not the end yet. The third beast may last, you know, 10, 15, 20 years. You never know. Depends how long God wanted to last. Then we'll get into the 10th king, 10 horn, the false prophet. It'll be the fourth beast. But we're not yet in the third beast. So take heed that no man deceive you. So before we get in the third beast, the United States horn will be broken. You know, first he's going to break a rain horn, then the United States horn will be broken. You read Daniel chapter 8, will tell you that. But that's what I wanted to bring to y'all today. I thank y'all, and may God bless y'all and give y'all wisdom.